Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Grand Cherokee. So this one in front of me is the limited Grand Cherokee. I want to go through everything on the vehicle. Stay tuned. I really think you're going to enjoy this one. So before we dive into everything, I do want to take note at the scat back Charger sitting behind us. You may know I am a huge fan of the Chargers as I have one, and I just had to set up right here in front of that just to give you guys a little teaser on some videos to come. But anyway, going on to the Grand Cherokees, these are incredible. There is a reason they are the most awarded SUV ever in the US. These are the most awarded. They are the best option, in my opinion, if you're looking for a 5-seater that has a ton of equipment options in it and actually has some options for some performance. Not only do you have the V6 model, you actually have the V8 model, and if you wanted to go a little crazy, they've actually decided to come out with a Trackhawk version. Don't know if you've heard about that yet, a Trackhawk version. So you see that 392 scat back right behind me? Well, they basically took an engine variant on that one, the 6.2 liter. They threw a supercharger on top of it and decided to call it, well, I'm sure you know them as the Hellcat Charger and the Hellcat Challenger. So Chrysler, in all their wisdom and glory in terms of how to have fun with a vehicle, said, you know, the SRT8 Grand Cherokee wasn't quite fast enough for us, so what the heck? Let's throw the Hellcat engine into the Grand Cherokee. So coming soon, you will actually have the availability of having 707 horsepower in a Grand Cherokee. Guys, that's insane. I don't know how to deal with the power that I have in my car. It's a 5.7, let alone a 6.2, 707 horsepower supercharged engine in an SUV. I mean, that thing just is incredible to think of what Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram is actually doing for their customers and everybody that really wants to have fun. But enough about the Trackhawk and how awesome that thing's gonna be. Let's talk more about this bad boy right here. So the driving in these Grand Cherokees is absolutely phenomenal. I love the quietness on the inside of the cabin on it, and it feels effortless. Really, when you're driving this vehicle, it feels like the engine's not really working that hard. You know, you can't hear any of the ambient noises around you, which really defines the quality that Chrysler Jeep has actually put into the production of these vehicles. Guys, there's a reason why it is the top rated and the most awarded SUV in its class. Hands down, the best one money can buy, in my opinion. So as I said before, this is the limited version, and you actually get these really nice metallic gunmetal gray rims with the machine finished silver accents or chrome accents on the outside. They're very nice. They're actually the 18-inch wheels on them. For the limited, you actually have this chrome piece right here with the turn signal indicators, which is very nice. All Grand Cherokees will have the projector beam style headlights. You also have some daytime running lights in there, as well as this comes equipped with, you guessed it, the fog lights in the bottom there. So what can you get in a limited like this Grand Cherokee? Let's go over some of the options. So actually, before we go into the options on this, I want to show you a couple of the key components in terms of the standard equipment that you can actually get on one of these. So best in class awards. I've got 4 to go over. One of them is actually more of an award. It was actually awarded most luxurious vehicle in its class. It's a big one. Next, we have the maximum towing capacity available up to 7,400 pounds. 7,400 pounds available in a Grand Cherokee. Guys, the Toyota Tacoma truck doesn't even have that good a towing capacity. You also have an available driving range of up to 730 miles on a single tank. Also, best in class fuel economy with 30 miles per gallon highway. It's incredible in a vehicle this size, if I might say. It's just a whole nother platform. It's not even a hybrid that's getting 30 miles per gallon, but I digress. Let's go into some of the options that you can get in a limited. So most standard available options, you will have the option of the sunroof, you will have the option of the navigation system. So going back to some of the standard equipment, this comes standardly equipped, and I'll show you in a second, with heated steering wheel, heated seats, and heated rear seats. The second row has heated seats. That's incredible. Thinking about some of the other manufacturers, I know the Toyota Highlander, you actually have to go up into the topmost trim level to get heated second row and to get the heated steering wheel. This comes standard in the limited platform. Now, going into that, what is the price range of something like a limited Grand Cherokee? So unfortunately, I tried to be real cute with the camera and everything and try to show you the window sticker, but the windows are a little too tinted, so I'm just gonna read it off for you. So you have a base price starting at $39,995 for the limited platform. Like I said, this comes with all that standard equipment. This is the four-wheel drive version, so if you wanted to get the two-wheel drive version, it's actually gonna be a little bit less for you there. This one comes equipped with the sunroof, with the touchscreen 8.4-inch nav system, and with the blind spot monitor indicators. That's another one I didn't forget. You have the option of the blind spot monitoring indicators, which actually has the little triangle in the corner to let you know when somebody's in your blind spot as you're driving. Great feature, can save you from an accident a lot of times. Trust me, I've used it, I've had it. It's an incredible option that once you have it, you'll never want to go without it. So now coming to a stop here, one of the things that makes this vehicle so fuel efficient is, you might hear it in a second, you might not because it's so quiet. You probably didn't, you might have noticed the camera shutter a little bit. The engine actually turned off, so it's got the auto start stop system in it. So whenever you're cruising around, you come to a complete stop, it's actually going to turn off the engine, keep all the electronics and everything running so that you can actually use less fuel. One of the things that I think is a genius thing in putting in these SUVs to really help with that fuel efficiency and really take it up to the next level. All right, I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but just listen. I don't have to yell to talk to you. The camera's all the way over there. I don't have to yell. I don't have to speak up. I just talk normally and everybody in the cabin can hear me. I'm going 40 miles an hour right now, so not quite at highway speeds, but I'm going 40 miles an hour right now, and it's silent, near silent, not completely silent. Obviously you can hear a little bit, but probably one of the most quiet cars that I've actually driven in, if I might say so. I mean, it's one of the reasons it's so quiet is this is actually 2 panes of glass with an acoustic lessening material on the inside of it. So you've got glass and acoustic lessening piece. I don't know how to call it, but another piece of glass. So there's actually, if you run your hand across it, so I actually have the window open, you can kind of see it right now. There's actually a separation there, and you could feel where the separation, where that acoustic deadening material is inside the glass. It's pretty cool, and again, something you'll want to check out. So while driving these cars, there's a few different options that you can choose from down here. So you can actually turn off the auto start stop system. You can turn the sport mode on if you want to have a little bit more pep. It's going to keep the RPMs up a little bit higher, have a little bit better throttle response, and be able to react a little bit quicker to what you're actually inputting into the system in terms of through the gas pedal itself. And then if you get to driving and you find that the start-stop system isn't for you, either you feel it's annoying or you're just not used to it, you don't want it yet, there's actually a button. It's very easy to push. It's right in the center cluster here. All you got to do is just press that button and the engine will stay running the entire time. If you're all right with using a little bit more fuel and you don't want to hear the engine turn off and on, kind of like a hybrid, just turn it off and it will never actually shut the engine off while you're driving. I like it. I think it's cool, so I'm going to keep it on. All right, so here we are behind the gauge cluster. I just wanted to show you guys a couple things. So right here, I actually have up the climate control system. So this system is pretty intuitive, very, very easy to use. Either you can scroll like this to find your temperature that you want, or you can actually use these buttons down here or the buttons down here. There's a bunch of different places where you can actually switch all the settings around to exactly what you want and what you need. Down at the bottom, you will also notice that little button, hold on, let me point with my finger after I make sure it's in focus. Right there, that's actually the auto start stop system. If you want it off and to never shut off the engine, just click that button, very, very simple. If you want to turn the eco off, if you want to maybe not get as much fuel efficiency, but you have a little bit better throttle response, turn that so that it's off. Just completely turn it off, and then click it again. You'll see the light disappear behind it. Next one, sport mode button, just turn that on, turn that off. So when you turn this on, it automatically deactivates the ecosystem in here. So you won't actually getting, you know, that ecosystem kind of inhibiting the sport system. So just press that button, real nice and simple. The traction control off button, that one's illuminated there as well. If you wanted to turn that off, right there, that light. If you want to turn off the parking sensors themselves, not quite sure why you would want to do that, but you can. Turn those off right there. AC, refilter the air through in your climate control system here. If you find this screen to be distracting in any way and you just want to turn off the screen, they've actually made a button for that. Real simple. Just hit that, screen turns completely off. And then at the bottom it says touch screen to turn on. It just went away because it's not going to stay up there. All you gotta do is touch the screen, it's going to jump right back on. Heated seats, if you want to actually go through it here, you can go through it there, or you can press the controls button down in the bottom. You can actually select the heated steering wheel, the heated seats for either of the seats, go into the settings on them, or the backup camera themselves. If you want to actually see that, you can actually just press that button and you can see it without actually having to pull it into park or pull it into reverse, and you'll see that real nice 392 Charger sitting back there. But anyways, going back, just hit that back button right down in the corner and we will cycle right back through. Radio, very simple to use and to operate. Good, I have the volume turned down so you're not going to get blasted with that, but any radio station you want to sync in, all you got to do, press and hold. It's going to actually blink that orange color. See how it turned that orange color? I'll move my finger a little bit and now it's changed to 92.3. So it's very simple to hit those in. You have quick links to the map over there if you want to see that in the radio screen itself, or if you actually want to go into the nav settings, nav right down here in the corner. Very simple. Obey the traffic laws. Don't be messing with your screen, basically is what it's telling you as you're driving. Hit accept. Where to, view map, info, emergency. I'll go into more in-depth video on how to do everything on that. Very simple and easy to use. So as an option on these vehicles, you have the four-wheel drive with the terrain select. So right here you actually have a four-wheel drive low, as well as the start hill assist, which is really nice, especially if you're starting out on a hill. You have the snow, sand, auto, mud, and rock. So you can actually change the terrain selection for you in case you know for sure you're going to be going off-road, or you're going to be going on the beach, or you're in a snowstorm. You can actually pre-select all of those to actually be able to adapt to the situation a little bit and help you out as you're driving. Obviously, Jeep is one of the best, if not the best, off-roading vehicles with the Wrangler in its class. So you know they've done things right because they actually have everything laid out in their more of their luxury SUV. So another one of the very beneficial safety components, and I call it safety because it really could be. If you're trying to carry too many stuff and open this, it's not going to be fun and you could hurt yourself. That's why I'm calling it safety, just for everybody about to yell at me in the comments. It could be a safety feature, and it's something that I definitely almost find necessary in a vehicle like this. So you have the key on you. You can either open it by that, or you can actually come back here and click the button in the back, and it has an automatic lift gate to open up for you and let you kind of stow everything that you need in here. So now I've actually done this on purpose. I've actually folded down one of the seats, and I'm actually going to bring you in for a little closer look. All right, so like I said, you have the ability of stowing just a ton of stuff in here. I've actually folded down the second row here so that you can kind of see in depth how far back it goes. And I'm actually gonna do something kind of weird. I've never done this yet in a video. I'm actually gonna lay down here. So I'm not that short, but here's my feet at the edge where things would be stopping at. My head doesn't even come to the top of the seat. I've got an extra maybe foot and a half of extra space back there. So I would guess about 7 feet worth of space to where you can fold down both the seats if you're going for a long trip, or if you're maybe going to college, you need a lot of room to store everything, take it up to school. This is definitely going to be the vehicle, because gosh, there's a ton of space, and you don't have the, you know, a lot of manufacturers try to cram in a third seat back here. You don't have that, so you don't have all that lost space to where the vehicle's kind of sitting up a little bit higher, and then you have like this odd transition from third row to second row. You don't have to worry about that. It's all taken care of for you. Now, before I actually go through anything else, you have this right here, lift up, and you have the spare. Now, this spare is not full size in any means, but you actually have a spare. Some vehicles have actually gone away from having the ability to have the spare tire in the back. You've got your jack, you've got your tire iron here, and you actually have this little guy. This is cool. This is actually, just in case you run out of fuel, they've actually included a little funnel to connect into the gas tank. Now, this is something I like, because this is something a lot of people are going to use it for. So if you are in sports, or your children are in sports, you know they get incredibly dirty. If it rains, they go out playing football, they're playing soccer, they're doing whatever. You go out, everybody's getting insanely dirty. This right here is a storage tote inside the bottom compartment. It sets right in there. It's removable for easy cleaning. Just sets right back in there, and you can keep their shoes, their cleats, whatever, their clothes. If you want to keep some extra, you know, coats or anything, there's a lot of actual space back here that you can use to your benefit. So why not get it? Thank you guys so much for watching this video on the 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited. Now, if you have any questions, if I missed something going over the vehicle, let me know what it was in the comment section down below. If you wanted to have me, you know, inform you on a little bit more stuff on this vehicle, or maybe another one of the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram products, let me know in the comment section down below. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up, that button down below that says like on it. That way I know everybody liked it. If you wanted to see more videos like this on the Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram products, or on how to do stuff on their infotainment system, maybe on car show stuff, maybe on some of the events that we have here, make sure you hit that subscribe button right down below, as well as if you have somebody that, you know, maybe needs some of the information that I shared in this video, make sure you hit the share button down below. That way you can share it on any social media platforms or by email. That way everybody that needs this information has access to it. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.